Do you know 90% of your tasks aren't accomplished because lack of dopamine discipline? I know dopamine is essential, but if it considered in moderation. But nowadays, everyone knows every young generation is falling into that trap and actually consuming it a lot larger that their 90% of life is just dopamine, like either partying, either like talking with you, socializing, and actually doing a lot of bunch of stuff which isn't necessary. So in this video I'm going to be talking about directly the points which is essential to actually cure this kind of disease and actually perform really well and for masculine excellence. And in this video I'm going to be breaking down all those points, so if you stay till the last of the video, I'm going to be considering you are dopamine detoxed. So let's begin. So in this video we're going to be kind of talking and going over what's the like 90% of your life looks like. You have to take in paper and write down what exactly you do 90% of the time. And if it's like 60% work and let's suppose 40% dopamine, cut that off to 30, then 20, then 10, because you just have to keep, like you can't crush a single thing in just one shot. You have to constantly like you know go away from this addiction. So what you can actually do for this one is actually turning off your all social medias, either deactivating accounts or stuff like that, because you can't just log out. You eventually gonna log in again and you're gonna be start yapping around, right? So first of all, just get this shit out. And I actually got a lot crazier hack for YouTube, so let me share my screen and actually show you and walk you through down. So there's an YouTube extension which is a lot crazier and can help you cut off 90% of your basically time which is wasting in YouTube videos, watching YouTube videos. So its name is Unhook You Remove YouTube Recommend Shorts. You can basically turn off your whole like scrolling playlist by this. Like you can just go and buy it, and like, sorry, not buy it because it's fucking like fully cheap. Sorry, like fully free, not even cheap, bro. So it's basically like hide video info, redirect, hide video sidebar, because mostly people open their YouTube and they get distracted because a lot of videos are popping here, and this is the biggest dopamine hit. And you can just turn off whatever you want, like let's suppose the search reaction, so you're not gonna find anything, and you can just like whenever you want to like consume any content, you just write like directly leads, scraping, like stuff like that. You can just directly focus on your goals and nothing too crazy, so you can consume productive tasks as much as we can. And the second thing, which will be basically set goals for each day, because I see many guys who are actively like setting goals for a year, for a month, and for like 6 months goals. I don't want that. Like set goals prior to not weeks, not months, to days. Like let's suppose what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Like I had a goal today, like I had to create a YouTube video long form. I didn't know anything, but I just put my time in like 15 minutes actually to research what to create, what's the problem in the society, and actually created a video on that. So that's how quickly you can accomplish your goals, and it's just about doing it. Don't watch any more videos about that, just do it, and that's it basically. And you just put the goals in, and who don't know, like basically I have a video I will be popping here or somewhere, and in that I actually break down how you can actually position your day, how you can position your daily goals and stuff like that. If you actually want to see it, you can check it out, and I'll be sharing the sheet and stuff in this one as well. So let me know and let's do this. And the third thing will be basically daily top 3 tracker. Like let's suppose you have 100 tasks, but the top 3 ones, like the most, like let's suppose it can be outreach, it can be like anything or whatever your business is, like the most important task you need to accomplish. Like you can't actually like negotiate with them. You have to basically. So for that I'll be sharing my screen and actually walking it through down, because I'm not just yapping here. I'm actually showing you down the tasks and the things which you need to actually do things and accomplish stuff. And it's basically all like an organized sheet. So let me just share it. So as you can see here, daily top 3 tracker, this SOP is basically suck. Like you can actually get and achieve your most of your goals with this one. And trust me, if you fill it like every single day, this gonna actually boost up your productivity to max basically. So force focus on what actually moves the needle. If your top 3 aren't done, the day doesn't count as a win. And when I'm saying this as a win, is basically the society is fucked, because actually they do tasks but they do normal things. Like let's suppose they don't cold call but they scrape leads. It's basically means nothing because you aren't taking action. So let's suppose how to actually fail. This will be in guide. So let's suppose today is like basically 4 March, and I'll be putting it here 2026 and day whatever, Thursday basically. So let's suppose top 3 negotiables are like 100 cold calls for you guys, or whatever your task is. Like I'm not actually judging. Like if you're an artist, then you can have like 3 paintings I have to like do and stuff like that. And why this matters, because for me is business revenue, right? Because I have to increase business revenue, like act like basically attach emotional things to it, so you can actively, the brain will basically push you to actually do these things rather than just, like wavering around. And second thing can be like scraping 5,000 leads. Why this matters, because outreach and stuff, like just put things and make money basically. Like I'm just giving an, like shitty examples, but you can actually actively put like many things, a long-term video, like let's suppose my top 3 one is long-term video, and you can put like why this matters is because brand authority plus personal brand nurturing and stuff like that. Like you can put anything basically, right? And let's suppose if you have consistent planning, like you have to do this, so you can write consistent planning. Like let's suppose you made a plan on Sunday and stuff, but after this, like you can put, like when you gonna be like I generally prefer like always fill this like a dog basically night or whenever you gonna go to sleep, right? So execution check, fill this out basically, like top 3. Let's suppose you like finished and crushed all 3, you can just put it here. And partially missed, let's suppose you just completed like second one, you missed this one partial. And let's suppose even if you did like 2 tasks and you didn't did one, it's basically partial completion, and missed, all missed basically. So and even if you like actually gonna write missed, what missed, like many people just say, oh, I wasted my today's day, but what made you waste your day? You have to figure out the main core function which is actually failing you, so you can crush him like next day, because you're gonna keep failing if you don't actually find the real problem. So let's suppose what did I avoid today? Cold calls. And you can write reasons as well, what happened, what distracted me. We can put like IG reels and stuff like that. And let's suppose one uncomfortable action completed today, you can actually put 400 push-ups or whatever you want. Actually you have to set goals for uncomfortable actions, so it basically improves your mind as well. And notes, reflections, let's suppose what to improve tomorrow and what I done bad or good today. Let's suppose I actually enjoyed today completing my all task. Like you can actually write everything. And but I missed leads because my friend called me. I watched reels as well. And you can just put notes. And tracker is about honesty, not perfection, so you have to actually fill it with honesty. It's basically, I'm not watching your tracker, you are watching it, and you have to be committed to yourself. Like nobody gonna help you, right? So that was kind of thing, and I hope it's gonna help you a lot. I just like wanted to share this SOP because I actually got on my desk, and actually I thought this would really like help you solve like 90% of your problems. And actively I will, the like last advice would be actually just do stuff. Don't be hesitant. And if you actually want to like join the community, I also have a community in which I like talk personally, so you can ask answers, and you can just basically put accountability in, like check-ins, so you like all the people gonna actually push you towards your goal. So if you want to join it, you can just click on description. If you want to actually connect with me on Instagram, I'm gonna be dropping a link in the description. And yeah, basically that's it, and see you in the next one.